The sleek, obsidian dart of the Orion IV sliced through the void, its destination a celestial jewel known only as Kepler 186f, an orange planet, burning with the hue of a distant, dying fire. Inside, Captain Eva Rostova, a woman etched with the lines of countless deep space voyages, adjusted her visor. Her mission: retrieve a unique geoscientific sample. Target lock. Captain, a voice crackled over the intercom. Eva nodded. A silent command, and from the Orion IV's belly, a single, gleaming missile hurtled downwards, not in aggression, but as a precision drill. It struck the iron-rich soil of Kepler 186f, kicking up a plume of saffron dust. Robotic arms, extending from the ship's underbelly, descended into the fresh crater, meticulously grasping a colossal, crystalline rock, shimmering with an unearthly, fiery glow. With the sample secured, the Orion IV turned its back on the orange planet, setting a course for Earth. Meanwhile, on the sun-drenched streets of Neo-Kyoto, three bright-eyed girls, Mei, Sakura, and Hana, walked home from school, their laughter echoing through the city's clean, futuristic avenues. They talked of homework and dreams, oblivious to the cosmic trajectory that would soon shatter their world. The return journey was uneventful until the final approach. A critical systems failure, a cascade of red warnings, and the Orion IV, unable to course correct, plummeted. It didn't land. It crashed, a fiery meteor streaking across the morning sky, gouging a colossal scar into the unsuspecting landscape just outside the city limits. The impact sent a concussive wave that rattled windows miles away. From the smoke and debris, the retrieved rock, now free of its containment, pulsed with an ominous, growing light. The ground began to tremble. First, a tremor, then a violent convulsion. From the gaping maw of the crash site, an unthinkable horror began to rise. Towering, grotesque, and scaled like an ancient dragon, a giant monster clawed its way out of the earth itself. Its eyes burned with an inner fire, its roar a thunderous agony that split the air. Panic erupted. The monster, now fully erect, took a lumbering step, shaking the very foundations of Neo-Kyoto. Its massive claws swiped, demolishing skyscrapers with casual ease. Its jaws opened, spitting torrents of acidic flame that melted steel and concrete. The city, moments ago a beacon of progress, became a screaming inferno. On giant screens across the city, the horrific scenes played out. Three boys, wide-eyed and terrified, watched from a cafe, their soda forgotten as the monster laid waste to their home. In another part of the city, Astro Boy, his internal sensors buzzing with alarm, flew towards the chaos. His metallic heart pounded with a familiar resolve. But before he could reach the front lines, a blur of black and white zipped past him. It was Felix the Cat, his iconic magic bag slung over his shoulder, a look of grim determination on his cartoon face. They met mid-air, a silent acknowledgement passing between the two heroes. Suddenly, a gruff, familiar voice boomed from below. And quat, well, blow me down. That's a mighty big bully. And quat, Popeye the Sailor Man, pipe clenched firmly in his teeth, stood amidst the rubble, his muscles bulging, a look of shocked surprise quickly hardening into battle readiness. And quat, we gotta do something. And quat, Felix declared, his tail twitching. Astro Boy nodded. And quat, but what? Its power is immense. And quat, the military had already deployed jets screamed overhead, unleashing a volley of missiles. Tanks rumbled through the crumbling streets, their cannons spitting fiery shells. The air thrummed with explosions, but the giant monster merely roared in defiance, shrugging off the attacks as if they were pebbles. With a terrifying snarl, it retaliated, focusing its destructive energy. Its eyes glowed, and from them, twin bolts of crackling lightning shot forth, arcing through the sky, striking the jets with devastating accuracy, sending them spiraling to the ground in fiery explosions. It then turned its wrath back on the city, leveling entire blocks with sweeping gestures and concentrated energy blasts. And quat. "All right, boys, I got an idea," and quat, Felix shouted, reaching into his magic bag. With a conjuring flourish, he pulled out a bewildering array of vehicle ruins, twisted girders from destroyed buildings, mangled tank treads, crumpled jet fuselages, all the fresh debris of the monster's rampage. He dropped them in a precise pile before Popeye. Popeye's eyes lit up. And quat. Aye, Felix. I got me a plan. And quat. In a flurry of rapid, impossible construction, fueled by sheer willpower and a sailor's ingenuity, Popeye began to work. Sparks flew, metal shrieked, and bent to his will. With incredible speed, the pile of wreckage began to take on a new, formidable shape. It grew, it expanded, it coalesced into something magnificent. From the pile of chaos, a colossal, chrome-plated giant robot arose, its form sleek yet robust, its features a testament to Popeye's impromptu engineering. It stood shoulder to shoulder with the monstrous threat, gleaming defiantly. Astro Boy, now perched on the robot's shoulder, grinned. And quat. "All right, boys, let's roll," and quat. With a mighty roar of its newly formed engines, the giant robot lifted off, a sentinel against the darkness. It ascended rapidly, then, with a thunderous impact, dropped back to Earth, stomping the ground with a force that sent tremors reverberating through the ruins. The giant robot confronted the giant monster, two titans locked in a silent, deadly stare. The monster was the first to attack. Its eyes flared, and once more, lightning crackled and shot forth, a blinding torrent of energy aimed directly at the robot's chest. But the giant robot was ready. Its left arm transformed, the hand retracting to reveal a rapidly spinning weapon fist drill mode. It charged, the drill boring through the monster's energy attack, deflecting the lightning and slamming into the monster's shoulder with unimaginable force. The giant monster roared in pain, recoiling from the impact, a gaping wound smoking on its scaled hide. Enraged, the monster retaliated, opening its maw wide and unleashing a searing shooting laser, a concentrated beam of pure destructive energy. The robot, quick as a flash, jumped and kicked with its steel foot, the blow connecting squarely with the monster's chin, momentarily throwing off its aim. The laser beam shot harmlessly into the sky, but the monster was relentless. It gathered its strength, its body crackling with raw power, and unleashed another volley of lightning, more powerful than before. This time, the attack connected. The giant robot was hit, sparks showering from its metallic frame, its systems sputtering, sending it staggering backward, its momentum threatening to topple it. And quat. Not yet. Ya big lug. And quat. Popeye bellowed from the robot's control center, his hands gripping the internal controls. The robot's right arm shifted, the drill retracting, and a set of razor-sharp weapon fist claw mode appendages extended. With a mighty lunge, the giant robot grabbed the giant monster, its metallic claws digging deep into the monster's flesh, holding it captive despite its thrashing, and quat, Astro, Felix, to space, and quat, Popeye shouted. With a surge of power, the giant robot flew off, dragging the giant monster screaming and struggling, higher and higher into the Earth's atmosphere, breaking through the clouds, leaving the ravaged city far below. As they reached the cold vacuum of space, the robot tightened its grip. The monster thrashed violently, its eyes glowing with primordial fury, as it began to charge its ultimate attack. And quat, now, Astro, and quat, Felix yelled. The robot's left arm, still in drill mode, spun faster, building in incredible kinetic force. The monster, desperate, unleashed a devastating fusion cannon blast, a concentrated ball of pure energy that erupted from its chest, aiming to destroy its captor. But the robot was faster. With a final, explosive thrust, the giant robot's weapon fist drill mode plunged deep into the monster's core, just as the fusion cannon fired. The monster's attack, destabilized by the blow, buckled. A blinding flash engulfed both titans. A colossal, silent explosion rocked the fabric of space, a supernova of light that momentarily outshone the distant stars. When the light faded, there was nothing left. No giant monster, no giant robot. Only the empty, silent void. On Earth, a stunned silence fell over Neo-Kyoto. The ground stopped shaking. The fires slowly began to die down, as the first rays of sunrise painted the sky in hues of orange and pink. A new day dawned over the city. It was a city broken, scarred, but it was still there. The monster was gone. The threat was vanquished. But the cost was immeasurable. Astro Boy, Felix the Cat, and Popeye the Sailor Man had given everything. Their sacrifice, a silent legacy etched into the memory of a grateful world. The sun rose higher, illuminating the ruins, promising a new beginning born from the ashes of unimaginable loss, and the eternal courage of three unlikely heroes.